Congresswoman Michele Bachmann sits on House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. She joins us now live from Minneapolis. Congresswoman, welcome and thanks for your time today.
Good morning, Shannon. Pleasure to be with you.
All right, what do you make of the escalating tensions involving Iran and Israel?
Well, it's very clear if you look at the supreme leader, he is the religious leader in Iran. He is the one who is now making the aggressive statements, some that were just announced on Fox News. It's very clear that Iran wants to proceed with their nuclear program, and they don't want inspections. They don't want anyone to impede them from going forward. But it's also clear that Israel cannot exist with the status quo, because the status quo says that Iran will gain a nuclear weapon. And just to give perspective for your listeners and your viewers, the distance between Tehran in Iran and Jerusalem is about the distance from Miami to Washington, D.C. So Israel is in very close proximity to this threat. And again, just on Friday, the religious leader in Iran called Israel a cancer that must cut out. And so Iran's intentions are more than clear. They do intend to wipe Israel off the face of the map. So Israel has very few choices. They must protect the safety of their people. And that's why you're seeing the conversations that are extraordinary in the last few days.
What do you make of word that bubbled out from the Pentagon this week that there are real concerns, at least there, that Israel is going to act on its own sometime? They mentioned April, May, or June. I mean, that is just weeks away.
It is just weeks away, and of course, this was made by our Defense Secretary, Leon Panetta. But also look at just the results of the election that occurred in Kuwait just yesterday. We saw, again, a majority of the seats taken by radical Islamists. That's what also occurred in Egypt. We've seen a tremendous change and shift in radicalization in the Middle East region. Israel sees that. That is not lost on them. And they see that their hostile neighbors are becoming even more emboldened, even more hostile. And that's why Israel is looking, I believe, at a position of having to act to protect their security. And the Defense Secretary, I think, is commenting on the very reality of what is occurring now in the Middle East.
Well, in addition to threats to Israel, there is talk this week about Iran possibly attacking here on U.S. soil. What can you tell us about that?
Well, of course, that was the one public hearing that we have a year in the Intelligence Committee. We had Director of National Intelligence Clapper, also the FBI Director Mueller in front of us, and the CIA Director, former General Petraeus, in front of our committee. And they had stated this information as well, that there are increased aggressive threats and attacks that are being indicated by Iran on U.S. soil. As many of your viewers know, the Iranians had attempted an assassination of the Saudi Arabian ambassador in Washington, D.C. This was their attempt. And they've also that they will likely have more increased attacks in the United States. We have to be vigilant. We cannot take this lightly. We must do everything in our power to stop Iran. Iran is clearly an aggressor, and we must treat them as such.